Thank you for joining us. We'll get started with head coach PhilNeville.
Yeah, evening, guys. Well, I thought it was a brilliant game of football, and what we saw in the first half was really what I really expected. Was that it was a team that was nervous. We think about all the scrimmages that we'd played in the games up in Charleston. Nothing was like the atmosphere and the occasion of tonight. And I knew that we would have to probably get over those nerves in the first 45 minutes. We didn't have any control in possession. We were really, really poor. Give away unforced errors, which then led to them having chances in the game. And the big plus was we went in at half-time 0. In the second half, it was as if at half-time we got to half-time and they thought, well, actually, this is not bad. I can play in this level, and I relate it to when your kids are swimming and you throw them in the deep end and say, "Well, I'll just go and swim." In the first half, we threw them into deep end, and it was a little bit of nerves and panic, and but we expected that. We knew when we constructed this team. There was 9 debuts tonight. That these occasions at this football club are like playoff games, and there's pressure, there's expectation, there's people watching, there's people around the stadium that are famous that they've probably never experienced before. But in the second half, I thought we were absolutely outstanding. And I really, the thing I said to him at the end is that it probably was a game that we would have lost last year. It probably was a game that we showed the characteristics of why we chose these players. They headed free kicks away, they dug in, they slid tackles, they kept going. Every time there was a chance against us or a bit of a poor decision, as we thought, they never wobbled. And that I was sure of. And in the second half, I thought we were the better team. We created the better chances. If you think about the overall situation in the game, our keeper made 3 brilliant saves, and I thought their keeper made 3 brilliant saves. So really, me and Ezra probably sit here now thinking it would probably a draw was a fair result between two teams that I thought showed real quality. You think about their front two, the 10 and the Shabilko and Shaqiri. It always was a threat, always was a danger. And second half, I thought our players thought, well, I think I can play against these guys now and without any fear. And that's what we need to continue to do.
We'll start with questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll start with Lauren, then Michelle, then Franco.
Hi, Lauren.
I was up in the North Stand and they definitely came out the show tonight. How is that having that atmosphere motivate ahead of the team?
Well, I looked to my left as the game kicked off, and it was incredible, the amount of fans in that North Stand. It didn't look like there was a spare seat up there. The confetti, it reminded me of like a Boca River Plate type game where you come out and all the, I'm going to say, is it toilet roll that they throw or whatever we give them. It was big, and I think that contributed to our performance in the first half when they came out and saw all that, and they thought, oh wow, this is. Even like yesterday at training when Jorge and David were here, I just sensed there was so much excitement that it was the realization that they're playing for Inter Miami and they're now in men's football. They're now in the big league, and it was great to see them grow in the game. The fans were brilliant.
Next question, Michelle, then Franco.
Okay. Speaking of youth and big moments, Noah Allen. 17 years old, from playing the local youth club a few years ago to that. Can you just talk about the decision to move him up, to play him today, and to start him in that kind of a situation, considering everything you're saying? Why did you think that you'd be able to handle it, and how do you think you did?
Well, I look at the first half performance. He was probably one of maybe 2-3 players that wasn't affected by it, and that was the 17-year-old kid hasn't been burned. The 17-year-old kid doesn't have any fear. He just went out there and played as if he was playing an MLS2 USL game. And we were super proud. An academy graduate, one of our own. And the boy, if he keeps his feet on the ground, the boy, if he keeps learning, has got a real good future, brilliant future at this football club. And, I actually thought when Brett Shea came on, Brett was outstanding too. Brett's been unlucky because he missed 7-8 days training, which meant that we had Noah to put in, but there was no doubt in my mind that Noah could handle this occasion. We worked really hard to get his registration through on time. And I think I alluded it into my press conference on Thursday that with this MLS2, we joined the MLS2 because we can bring our own up through on certain amount of occasions in the year. And this was one of the occasions that we brought Noah Allen up. And he did himself, his family, and the club really proud. And it was a proud moment.
Next question, Franco, then Jose.
I agree with everything you said in terms of your analysis. So, felt like it was there to be had for either team. That last call. Were you guys missing out in the final third?
In the final third, well, I thought we got in some really good positions. A lot of our chances were probably from outside the box with shots. And, think about the first pass Gonzalo played through to Ariel Lassiter, and he just didn't quite get the first touch right. The pass that Gonzalo played to Campagna in the second half, when I think just a little bit of composure, take a touch and hit it in. But the good thing was Lassiter and Campagna both had chances in the game. You think about Campagna in the first 5 minutes, header hit the bar. I thought he should have scored. I thought he had two really good chances in the second half. So the real positive is that Lassiter and Campagna are getting real chances, and the provider. You think about the header in the first half, it was Gonzalo's chip. The pass through to Lassiter, the pass from Gonzalo to Campagna, when I thought he just could have took a touch instead of just screwing it wide. So there's good combinations up there, and once Campagna gets in there, because there's no way he should have got on the pitch, but they've got that much quality. And once they get up to the rhythm and the speed of the game, I think we'll see some really good final third play.
You mentioned nerves were a part of that first. And I'm just wondering, how do you flip the switch? Do you go to leadership? Do you talk to the players at halftime? Do they recognize the moment that they were now able to do the things that they didn't do?
Well, I think it's like anything. It's just repetition. I think it's repetition. It's going out there again. It's like I say. I think in the first half, they probably came in at half time and thought, "Oh dear me, I probably didn't do myself justice. Probably let the occasion get to me." And actually, it wasn't that difficult for me to play out there. So come on, let's get out there and play. So what I said to them at half time was the message that I said to them 2-3 hours before the game: "We've brought you to this football club because we trust you. Go out there and have the total 100% belief that we trust and believe in you. Go and play your game." And that's what we said to him at half time. I just reiterated those words. I trust you. I believe in you. We brought you to the club because we believe you can do a certain job. I only want you to do that. Nothing more, nothing less. And, you think about leadership in the second half. I thought Gregory was the leader in the second half. He won every second ball. He drove the team forward. And everybody else seemed to get, you think about Gonzalo, Yedlin and Gregory. Everyone seemed to get confidence from our leaders, showing their leadership and experience. And I thought that was really important.
Next question, Ian, then we'll go back to Michelle.
I'm just curious on your opinion on the penalty that went to VAR and whatever explanation you might have gotten as to why it was.
There's no contact, we got told. Was the contact? I've not seen it. No, let the referee give it. He went over it. He looked at VAR. The words that were getting, that there was minimal contact. So I'd say that it was a good decision. Good decision. It's what VAR is there for. It's why we invest so much money to get the big decisions right. And the referee and the VAR got the big decision right. So that's what we wanted.
Next question, Michelle. Then Mike DiPasquale.
Okay. I wonder if you could give your evaluation of Yedlin and also Diop as well. He had some big saves. And what did you think of Yedlin also?
Yedlin, I thought second half in particular looked like a DP player. He looked like someone that was going to be a match winner for us. You think about the speed in which he transitioned. We said to Jairo Quinteros at half time, just keep giving the ball to Yedlin. Keep giving the ball to Yedlin. In the first half, he was refusing that pass. And he played like a DP USA best right back in the league. And there's still loads more to come, but he looked a top player. Diop, Diop trained with us for 3 months, maybe 4 months last year. He paid his own way, paid his own hotel, you know, and he just wanted to come and train with us to keep fit. And then when we released John McCarthy in the summer in the off season, we wanted experience. We wanted someone that was really good with his feet, and we wanted someone with personality that could play when Nick wasn't going to play. And we knew that Diop, you know, was probably going to start the season. And I think he's. You think about the number 2 keeper in an MLS, they're probably going to play up to 6, 7, or 8 games a season. And you know, you think about, you know, that the games that we had last year before Nick came was games where we had bad form, with games where you need your keeper to keep you in games, and Diop's kept us in the game, and that's his job. And I've got to say, Drake Callender was really, really unlucky not to, you know, he was pushing all the way, but we just went with the experience of Diop, and he was probably our best player on the night. And I've got to say, Motta grew into the game. Motta, I think, showed in the second half what we've seen all pre-season. He's going to be a big player for us.
Last question, Mike Di Pasquale.
Thank you, Rafa. Hello, Coach. I know the result that you may have wanted wasn't there tonight, but you also said that a year ago you probably would have lost this game. And a couple of days ago, you talked about, these are my boys. These are the players that I wanted. The individuals that were here last year are gone. This team will play as a team. That second half, it seemed like everyone was willing to help each other to create those chances. Did you see the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, you think about the amount of free kicks that they had on our left-hand side, where Shaqiri's got that wonderful left foot. You know, I thought we were like a wall, and you know, if the ball bounced, Quinteros dived in front of the way, Gregory dived in front of the way, Lowe marshaled them. So they're well drilled, and you know what? They all like each other, and I think that helps. You know, when you're in a family, I think that helps when you like each other, because you're willing to help your friend next to you. You're willing to trust the friend next to you. You think to yourself, I've got a team here that are all got each other's backs. They're like a band of brothers, and I still think we've got a shitload of work to do. But I'm going to say that every single day until I get what I want to get. And today was just a baby step forward. And the baby step forward was that we're now playing in the big league. The marathon has started. And we've got to make sure that we step up every single game, and we get used to the big occasions, and we get used to teams coming here and us having to handle the big occasion. We've got LAFC coming here in our next home game. It's going to be a real big occasion for this club. But we've got to be ready for it and prepared for it and have the courage to play in these games. And that's going to take time. That's the patience, I think, that the ownership were talking about yesterday, is that we're going to see good things. But there's also got to be a realization that with the young players, a new team, nine debuts in the team, there's going to be times when it just doesn't look perfect. And we've just got to go with that until it does.
Thank you.